And another thing, muqatta'at, muqatta'at, the disjointed letters, the alif, lam, mim, you know that these Surah Al-Baqarah and all these things, they have muqatta'at. It's always appears in the beginning of the surahs. It's disjointed because we don't read, for example, you don't read alif, lam, mim as alam, right? But you break it. So alif, lam, mim. That's why they are called muqatta'at. Cut it. Cut. Qata. So there are like 29 surahs out of 114 that have this. And why do we have this? Why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place these muqatta'at in the Quran? What's the purpose of it? There is no meaning to it apparently. You know, when you take a translation book, they will just write alif lam mim along with it. There is no translation for it. So why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it there? This is, again, the scholar said the actual purpose of muqatta'at is only known to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That knowledge is with Him. Some scholars gave opinions, oh, alif means Allah, lam means this and that, but we don't know, we don't have any hadith from Prophet Muhammad ﷺ what exactly is the meaning. We just leave it to that. But what we know for sure is that these are a miracle. It's a miracle. We don't know exactly what miracle, but this is a miracle because every ayah in the Quran is a miracle. And Allah knows. So there is a lot of blessing in it. There are a lot of miracles in it. We just have to believe in it. And there are 28 letters in Arabic. And if you combine all these letters, there are like 14 letters. And all these different muqatta'at, they appear in like, if you like, make a list of it without repetition, there are like 14 different ones. I just made some numbers here. Now these are all the places. I think this is in order of appearance in the Quran. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Imran, Maryam, Taha, Yasin. Where's Yasin? Yasin. Noon is the last one. So this appear in order. And what is the most appearing one? I think I made a list here based on the I think ordered by the letters. Qaf, Noon, Sad are the one letter word. Then we have 2 letters, 3 letters, then 4 letters here, and then longest one are these last 2. 5th one. Actually, if you see this, Hamim, Ain, Sin, Qaf, this is actually 2 verses. This is the first verse and this is the second verse of the same surah. And also Alif, Lam, Mim and Hamim are the most occurring ones, 6 and 6. So that's, again, what you're seeing here is a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people like paste it in their house, make a frame out of it, and we have to stay away from such things. If you want to really get the blessings, read it. Read it in sequence. For what? Magicians? Oh yeah, magicians, they use it. I don't know. They probably have some way of disrespecting this miracle of Allah. And when you disrespect Quran, what happens? Jinn will come to you like crawling. I'll do everything for you. I just want you to disrespect Quran. They will do something to it. They'll write Alif Lam Mim, and on the back they will write some disrespect just to serve the purpose. You have to be very careful. Those people who do this kind of things, they have some trick to it. So again, be careful. Don't just make like a frame or something out of it. And so just who can tell me what's the most repeating alphabet in the whole thing? Quickly. No? No?
Meme.
Yes, Meme is the one. 17 times. 17 times. Which one occurs only once? Which one occurs only once? Nope. And occurs twice. Nope. Calf, not qaf. Calf. Calf once and also noon once. Noon once.
What do you mean 17 times?
Meme, yeah, like alif lam. This is 1 meme, 2, 3. So that's the most common.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's okay. Last slide for today. This one. Statistics. This one is cool. very quickly, some of these we already know. Total surahs 114. Number of verses 6,236. I mean, again, this you don't. Huh?
That where is the number? That varies.
This is a standard one. 6236 is a standard. What we know from that's. I mean, pretty much what we have from Medina Printing Complex. That's the most common in the whole world. That's what the thing. Some people have the 6666 number. I don't know where they get it from. That.
Al-Qari and Al-Qari, they are separate and sometimes.
But it doesn't add up to 6666. I don't know, for some reason. There's too much discrepancy. I mean, I think that people made it to make it easy for to remember. But even if you take different versions of Quran, you don't see 6666. I don't know why they got it from. It's probably, this is a standard one, 6236. Again, as we said, Surah Al-Fatiha. Even though it's 7 verses, some people write it differently, including Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim or not. So one thing before I mention all these things is that, you don't need to know all these things, but it's just that the whole purpose here is that, when you love something, right, you want to know more about it. That's what it is. On the Day of Judgment, you won't be asked all these things. But if you see people, again, giving the example of a person who is very passionate about the sports and stuff, if you ask anything about the person, his favorite soccer player, he will know everything about him. How much he scored, how much he, what his average was, and so on. So same thing, similar thing. If you want to love, increase the love of Quran in our heart, these things can really help us. That really shows. And so that's the whole point of this halaqah, that we have to increase love of the surah. So look Quran from different angles. So that's what we want to do. How many total words we have? About 77,437. And total letters 323,671. So we are talking about 4 letters per word in the Quran. That's average word. Longest surah, Surah Al-Baqarah. Shortest surah, Kawthar. In terms of letters, if you count. And longest verse, 282. It's like whole page. What does it talk about, that particular ayah? It talks about the documenting, contract, you write debt, any commercial contract, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the whole verse, write it down, have witness. It's a very serious thing, very important thing. People end up fighting because of that, if you don't write. Shortest verse, if we just exclude muqatta'at for now, what is the shortest verse? Wad-duha and wal-fajr. 6 letters. Alif Lam Mim is muqatta'at. I'm just excluding it for now. I don't know. Duha is just a verse. Small, first one. 6 letters. Right. And longest word in the Quran, what is it? Who can tell me? We'll end with this. I wrote in front of you the whole thing, the whole verse. Which one is it?
This is one word.
Yes. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَرْسَلْنَا الرِّيَاحَ لَوَاقِحَ فَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَأَسْقَيْنَاكُمُوهُ وَمَا أَنْتُمْ لَهُ بِخَازِنِينَ. This is the one. فَأَسْقَيْنَاكُمُوهُ. This is one word. Let me translate the whole verse for you. And we send the winds fertilizing, then caused the water, that is rain, to descend from the sky, and we gave it to you to drink, and it is not you who are the owners of its stores. So this particular word means, so we gave it to you to drink. Probably like eight words in English, right? So we gave it to you to drink. It's all combined in one word. So that's why this Quran is so eloquent and so beautiful, matches with the sequence and very concise. And that's the beauty of Arabic language as well. So again, these are some statistics that you will find in the Quran.